This video is based on research and market data and is not intended as legal advice or personal opinion. It is not meant to steer or discourage anyone from any location. Always consult with a licensed professional about your specific situation. Now first, let's set the stage with a little context. In 2025, the median home price across Maryland sits around the mid-400,000s. That means a $500,000 budget puts you slightly above the state average, but not necessarily in the luxury range. Now, the type of property you can afford will heavily depend on location, lot size, condition, and proximity to job centers. Maryland is a relatively small state geographically, but it does have some of the most diverse housing markets on the East Coast. So let's walk through what it looks like region by region. If you're looking near Baltimore County, $500,000 can still go a long way. You can find updated colonials, split levels, and even some new construction single-family homes depending on the area. Places like Perry Hall, Towson, and Catonsville are very popular choices because they offer a mix of suburban living, accessibility, and established communities. In Catonsville, for example, $500,000 might get you a renovated 4-bedroom single-family home with a fenced-in yard, driveway, and updated systems. You'd also have access to downtown Baltimore within 20 minutes and plenty of parks, coffee shops, and locally owned restaurants. Now, the trade-off in these areas is that inventory moves quickly. Homes that are priced right and updated tend to sell quickly, sometimes within the first week. And if you're searching with a $500,000 budget in Baltimore County, it's important to be pre-approved, flexible with showing times, and ready to make a competitive offer when the right property appears. Now, if you head to Howard County, the landscape changes. Howard County is consistently ranked among the most desirable places to live in Maryland, and that comes with a price tag. With a $500,000 budget, you're often looking at townhomes, condos, or smaller single-family homes built a few decades ago. In Columbia, $500,000 might get you a 3-bedroom townhome with a finished basement, updated kitchen, and access to trails and lakes. But single-family homes in that range are becoming harder to find. In Ellicott City, inventory in that price point is tight, but you might find older split levels or properties needing light updates. The appeal here, though, is location, top-rated schools, proximity to both Baltimore and DC, and strong resale value. So while you might sacrifice a bit on size, you gain long-term stability and demand. Moving closer to Arundel County, $500,000 offers a balance between suburban and coastal living. Now, in areas like Pasadena, Severn, or Crofton, that price range can get you a well-maintained single-family home with a garage, backyard, and access to local marinas or commuter routes. Now, if you prefer newer construction, you might find builder communities in Severn or Odenton, but you'll likely be looking at a townhouse rather than a detached home. The key advantage here is location. You're near Fort Meade, BWI Airport, and within commuting distance to both Baltimore and DC. Now, if you head further south towards Prince George's County, your $500,000 does stretch a little farther. You can find spacious single-family homes, newer townhouses, and even some properties with finished basements and multiple car garages. Areas like Bowie, Upper Marlboro, and Fort Washington offer a variety of options. In Bowie specifically, $500,000 might buy a 2,500 square foot colonial with updated systems and a sizable yard. And in Fort Washington, you can find brick front homes built in the 1990s with more square footage than you typically get for the same price in Montgomery County. Now, the trade-off in these areas is often commute time. If you're traveling daily to DC, traffic can be heavy, but if you work locally or have hybrid flexibility, the value is hard to beat. Now on to Montgomery County. The story shifts again. Montgomery is one of Maryland's most expensive counties, and $500,000 won't go as far. In places like Rockville, Bethesda, or Silver Spring, you'll likely be looking at condos or townhouses, often smaller in size or older in style. A condo in downtown Silver Spring near the metro might run around that price point, offering walkability and easy access to DC. If you move a bit further out, say to Gaithersburg or Germantown, $500,000 can still get you a 3-bedroom townhouse or a modest single-family home. And those areas provide strong infrastructure, diverse amenities, and good commuter access. They're some of the most balanced options in the county for the price versus value. Now, heading towards Frederick County, $500,000 can go even further. You can find larger, newer construction homes, sometimes over 2,500 square feet, with modern finishes and scenic views. Now, the trade-off here is distance. Frederick is about an hour from both DC and Baltimore, but for remote workers or for those that value space and newer builds, it's a great fit. Frederick's downtown area has also seen major revitalization over the past few years, adding restaurants, shops, and a strong community feel. So you get a mix of suburban comfort and small town charm. Now, if you're considering Southern Maryland, like Calvert or St. Mary's County, $500,000 can often buy you a 4-bedroom, single-family home with land. In areas like Lusby or even Prince Frederick, you'll find homes on half-acre or full-acre lots, some even with water access nearby. Again, the main trade-off is commute time. You'll need to plan for longer drives if you work in the metro areas. But if your goal is space, quiet, and value, those areas deliver. Now, let's talk about what 500 looks like from a market perspective. Inventory levels in Maryland remain lower than average, which means that competition is still part of the buying process. Buyers with clear expectations, strong pre-approvals, and flexible timelines tend to do better. That's why it's important to focus not just on price, but also on your lifestyle. You should be asking yourself, how long is your commute? What type of amenities matter most? Are you comfortable with older systems, or do you need new construction? Your $500,000 can go further if you're flexible on one or two of those priorities. Other things to keep in mind is taxes and HOA fees. Property taxes in Maryland vary significantly by county. For example, Baltimore City's property tax rate is roughly double that of Arundel County. That means that two homes with the same price tag can have very different monthly payments. Also, new construction communities may have higher HOA fees to maintain amenities, while older neighborhoods may have lower fees but more maintenance. Always factor those into your overall budget. Now let's talk about hospitality and lifestyle. Maryland is incredibly diverse when it comes to how people live. Some buyers prefer walkable neighborhoods near cafes and shops, while others want acreage and privacy. The key is aligning your home purchase with your lifestyle goals, not just the square footage. Now, I've specifically had clients who started their search in Columbia and ended up falling in love with a home in Pasadena because they realized that being close to the water mattered more than being close to the highway. Others also thought that maybe they wanted a townhouse in Montgomery County, but found a better balance in Howard County once they compared space, taxes, and schools. So that's the benefit of working with someone who knows the state. We can identify trade-offs and help you make an informed decision, not just a quick one. From a sales standpoint, sellers watching this should also pay attention. Understanding what $500,000 gets you in different buyer markets helps you position your own listing. If your home is priced near that range, you're competing with a wide range of inventory, from newly renovated homes to entry-level new construction. So presentation and pricing matter more than ever this year. If you want to explore what $500,000 can get you in your preferred part of Maryland, I'd love to help you narrow that down. You can download my relocation guide using the link in the description. It's a general overview of living in Maryland and includes helpful resource links. You can also schedule a call or fill out the contact form on my website so that my team and I can walk you through your goals and find out where your budget stretches the farthest. That's all I have for today's video. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next one.